Hi guys, welcome to this short video about my experience with a robot cleaner with virtual walls. Do they really work, or they a scam, or they just a toy and not reliably working, or are they really good? So this is my experience. I've had two robot vacuum cleaner in the past, so I've been trying them or using them for quite some time. One without the virtual walls, just with these magnetic strips which you put on the ground, and the other one without these magnetic strips with just the app and virtual walls. I mean, there's not a device which you put somewhere and it emits like a radar or like an infrared light. No, it's not. It's just an app and you put like a virtual wall there. It's nothing visible, it's just in the program. So here's the app here. Yeah, and today I've let it run for a little bit more than an hour and it has been doing a really great job, so that motivated me to make this video. So hope you can see everything, and especially the virtual walls here. So you see the map which the robot cleaner has been created on its own, and the area which it has been covering. You can see the white lines wherever the robot cleaner has been cleaning, and you can see it has been respecting all my walls. So here we have walls like the dotted lines. Here we have something, yes, a little bit hard to show on this screen here. When I touch it, of course it's moving. Here we have a wall, and I have had almost all the doors open, especially this one here. I let it open. It's the door to the garage. It would have been easy to enter that, and it even goes down, and if the robot would go down, it won't be able to climb up again. And also in this area I have an open door. Here there's even, the door is here. The door is actually not here, the door is here. And this is my son's room, and he allowed me to clean until the middle of the room. So we decided together which area he wants to keep clean, and so that's this area here. And the other things here, he has his computer, and he has a lot of cables, like charging cables, and here in the back he has other stuff which could be difficult to clean or dangerous for the robot. He could pick these things up and then damage the robot or damage the things. So you can see it has been really cleaning everything. I mean, not perfectly, yes, especially here in the bathrooms. I wished he did a little bit of more cleaning, but most of it was really covered nicely, and the robot was absolutely respecting all these walls. And this was not the only time it did that, but every time. So the good thing is I have it now since a couple of weeks, and it has always been respecting these walls. I mean, the old vacuum also worked with the magnetic strip, but it was a hassle, and it was definitely not beautiful. It looked a little bit ugly, and people were pushing these magnetic boundaries around. I mean, you could glue it down to the floor if you like that, but maybe you don't want to have this thing, and then people are pushing these things a little bit around. I mean, they were still more or less in place, but it looks ugly when these things are not straight anymore, and the rooms look smaller when you have these breaks. So when you have the same floor, like same tiles everywhere, everything looks larger, and when you have these magnetic strips everywhere, rooms look smaller. So what's my experience then? Has everything been going on really perfectly with no problems with these virtual walls? No, actually not. I mean, as long as the map was here with the walls, yeah, the robot was respecting the walls, no problem. It was never crossing, no matter where the virtual walls are. If they are at the door or at the wall here, I have been protecting some, like a mirror here. That's a mirror, and I've just put a virtual wall here, so the robot won't touch this area. So I mean, you have other possibilities. You could also exclude an area and draw an area. You don't have to only work with walls, but for me, based on my experience, the walls work better with the areas, especially with these apps. It was a little bit a pain, but it worked as well, but the walls worked better, so I also worked here with the wall, and it respected everything, so you can really do the thing in the middle of the room. So I mean, I can place one for you so you can see how this works. I can click on the plus here and I can just draw a line. I can put it anywhere. I can make it smaller, I can make it bigger, I can turn it to all angles, I can after that move it around and then save, and after that it will have it. So I just pushed it away because it's not needed. But I had one, I remember I had one in the kitchen, in the middle of the kitchen, and for no reason, just to see how it works. And it was just cleaning from this side and then it was going around to the other side. And here's the map of this experience when I've been placing this useless wall here, but just to show you how this works. It was a clean map, so just the barriers, and it has been just working for 3 minutes. Yeah, I used the spot cleaning where you can say where it has to clean, and so I placed this barrier here and I told the robot about here in this area here to clean. And so you can see how it respected the wall. It never touched this wall. It was working around, and yeah, that's really a good thing. So it's respecting everything, but the question still is it perfect? Is there absolutely no problem at all, or are there situations where it doesn't work? So I really had the situation when it didn't work, and that was when I started the robot not with the app but with a button. I mean, it has different possibilities, or these kind of robots usually have different possibilities how to start. Some have even a dedicated remote control, some have the app, and some have then just a button on the robot. And yeah, and at one moment I didn't have the phone and the app, and I thought, okay, just let it start, and I pushed the button on the robot itself, and it started cleaning, and it went everywhere, and it totally disrespected the virtual walls. And I checked the app, and yeah, then I've noticed that it has been drawing or painting a new map, because I obviously didn't start it with the app, like from here where you can click here down in this area and say, okay, start cleaning. So I don't know, maybe the maps are not stored in the robot and in the app. Maybe, I mean, there could be different robots or so, but I highly recommend to start the cleaning just from the app. Just open the app here with the map, and you can see if the walls are still here. I mean, you see they are still here in the right place, then you start the cleaning. Because when you start it from the button, just you don't know if the robot has the walls still placed there. For me, like with starting with the button, it started really from scratch. It started scanning the whole room, painted it new, and didn't have the old walls. So what's also my advice then? So of course then subsequently my recommendation is still, if you can rely probably at 99.9% that these walls will be reliable, I would make sure before you start this vacuum or a robot vacuum, just go through all the rooms and check. I mean, it takes maybe 1 minute or so, but go through all the rooms where it could go and check if there's nothing really sensitive, expensive or dangerous on the floor, like especially thin cables. Usually the high voltage cables are not such a problem, or like LAN cables are not such a problem, but usually USB charging cables are a problem. And of course, like any kind of necklaces or those things. And yeah, I would make sure that all these sensitive or expensive things are out of the way, no matter if you have placed walls or not. This is my recommendation, because really you cannot be sure 100% if these walls are working. And also it's the same thing with the magnetic walls, you never know. It's a machine and it can always fail. So that's it for now. I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. And by the way, if you're interested into this robot, I mean, I really like it. For me, it's working really good. I mean, it's not without any errors, but it's doing a really great job. I'm happy with it. And I will put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description. So if you're interested, you can check it out. Maybe order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. So especially if you have made your own experience, like if it has been working good or not working at all, and you had some really crazy incidents, yeah, it would be really interesting to learn from you what happened. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.